Let us work on our third module, which is Visualforce. This module comprises of 3 units. Let us start with the first one, which is create a Visualforce page. Visualforce is a framework that allows developers to build sophisticated customer user interfaces. The Visualforce framework includes a tag-based markup language similar to HTML. A brief info on Visualforce has been given here. When you work on the module, you may go through this information. So let us start creating a Visualforce page. In the upper right, click your name and then click Developer Console from the menu. In the upper right, click on the name and then click on Developer Console. The Developer Console will be opened in a new window. In Developer Console, select File, New, Visualforce page. Name the page Contact Form and then click OK. If you have never used the source code editor before, click Start Tool and follow along. Under File, New, Visualforce page. Click on that and name it as Contact Form. Click OK. In the new page, enter hello inside the Apex page component so that your page markup looks like this. Go to Developer Console and enter hello in between Apex page component. In the Developer Console, save the page by selecting File, Save. Under File, click on Save. Above the code line numbers, click Preview. You see a blank page with the text hello that you added, but also notice the URL at the top. So click on this preview button. A blank page appears with the text hello. Two things to notice here. You did not have to do anything special to output the text. You can view Visualforce pages by appending Apex/page name to the Salesforce instance, which comes in handy in the next step. We did not put any extra effort to output this text called hello, and in the URL we have something called Apex/contact form, which we'll be using in our next step. As we are done with the step, click Verify step. We have earned 25 points. Click on Tackle the next unit. So the next step is add a standard controller to the page. It says, in Visualforce, you can bind data to the page without writing additional code if you are using the basic functionality like create, read, update, and delete. All you need to do is add a standard controller to the page by modifying the page component. So to add a standard controller, edit the Apex page component like this and save the page. So let us replace the Apex page component with this. Replace this Apex page component with the copied text and click on Save. Under File, click on Save. Now you can bind the data to a contact record. Change the line you added in the previous step from hello to hello in flower basis exclamation mark contact dot first name. So replace hello with the copied text and then click on save. The significance of standard controller is it connects a Visualforce page to objects. So here we referred an object called contact. This Visualforce is connected to an object called contact. The significance of this exclamation mark and the flower braces is mentioned over here. Curly braces tell the server to render the content, and the exclamation mark indicates which data you are binding to the component. Here we are binding the contacts data. To view a contact's first name, you must supply an ID. It says in the Salesforce browser, not the developer console, click the app picker in the upper right corner and click Sales, and then click on the Contacts tab. In the view list, choose all contacts and click Go. From the app picker, select Sales. Sales is already selected. It asks us to click on Contacts. Under View, select All Contacts. Click any contact record and then copy the record ID. The record ID is a series of characters that comes after your Salesforce instance. For example, in the following image, the record ID is 0036, so on. You may open any record. I'm opening the TIM record in a new tab. We need to copy the record ID. Salesforce identifies every record with a unique record ID, which is available here. To view that record ID on your Visualforce page, we need to paste our record ID after apex/contact form $ID equal to. So this is the preview of our Visualforce page. So after this question mark, remove the extra URL and type ID equal to, paste the record ID which we selected and click enter. It says hello Tim. If you see our Visualforce page, it says hello contact dot first name. So we have selected a record ID of Tim's record. That is the reason we can see hello Tim on the preview page. Your page updates with the first name of that contact that you provide the ID for. It is that easy. Click on Verify step. We have earned more 25 points. Now tackling the next step. So in the previous unit, we just retrieved the data. Now we will try to interact or make changes to the data. The step is add a form to the Visualforce page. To interact with the data, first grab the line that gets the contact's first name with the form component. Now we are going to interact with the data. First grab the line that gets the contact's first name within a form component. This is the line which gets the contact's first name. We need to enclose that line in between form component. I'm copying this code to the clipboard. Going to my Visualforce page on developer console and replacing this line with the copied text. So my line is in between form component. So the line with the first name has to be changed to an input field. Replace that line with hello apex input field value equal to contact.first name. Previously it was just a plain text. Now we are making it an input field. Below that line, add a line break and a submit button. Here we are adding one more line below that input field, copy pasting the code in the next line. So the significance of this break tag is the next component will start from a new line. Save your work and compare your code to the following. So this is how our code should look. Yes, it looks the same. Click on save under file. It says go to the URL from the previous form using the record ID and refresh the page. You now see an input text field with the contact's first name. If you change that value and click save, the record is updated and the page redirects to the record in Salesforce. Let us see how it works. Let us go to our preview page. See. Initially, we had only hello. Then when we gave the record ID here, it said hello Tim. Now it changed to hello, some input field and a button. We gave hello and one input field and we gave some command button here with the value submit. Again copy paste the same record ID and replace this the extra URL with ID equal to paste the record ID here and click enter. Previously Tim was in non-editable mode. Now Tim is in editable mode. It says if you make any changes to this name and click on submit, it will update the name of this record. The current name is Tim Bar. If we make any changes to this and click on submit, the name would be updated. I would say Brad and click on submit. Now it redirected me to the record details page and the name has been changed, Mr. Brad Bar. If I refresh this page, you can see the changes on this page as well. The Tim has changed to Brad. Congratulations, you have created a simple Visualforce page, bound it to data and allowed it to manipulate the data. So to learn more about it, check out the Trailhead module on Visualforce Basics. Let us mark this step as verify step. Click on this close icon. If you scroll up, your batch count will be updated to 3 and your points are updated to 275.